Teams preparing for their biggest game of the season so far. North Dakota State is hosting Incarnate Word in the FCS semifinals, giving them one last chance to play in the Fargo Dome. The fate of this next game was up in the air after the Bison beat Samford in the quarterfinals. A win by Sacramento State would have sent the Bison to California to play this round in Sacramento. Instead, with Incarnate Word's 66-63 win, the road to Frisco still runs through Fargo. These Bison football players know that they've been given another chance to play on their home field, and they aren't going to let this one go to waste.
Had Sac State ended up winning, we'd been on the road. But yeah, it was, I was staying up late for the Incarnate Word game. It's nice to know who we play, but also it's like, shoot, we get another game in the Dome now. So yeah, it'll be nice to kind of embrace that. We've been doing this a lot, but you can't lose sight of how special it is that, yeah, we've become accustomed to it, but you can't take it for granted how it's a really cool experience.
I'm just going to make sure I take it all in and not take anything for granted, enjoy it all, and just really embrace it. Just knowing that I'm not going to get a chance to play in the Dome again is just surreal, but I'm just blessed for all the opportunities that I did get to play in there, and then I'm make sure that we go out with a bang.
As you can hear from these senior players, this game doesn't need championship implications to feel important. The winner of this contest will head to Frisco, Texas. They'll face either Montana State or South Dakota State, either one a highlight matchup in the national championship game. The Minnesota Vikings will also be playing a day earlier than normal this weekend. The Vikings return back home to host the Indianapolis Colts. The NFL flexed this game to air on Saturday afternoon. Minnesota's coming off of a loss to the Detroit Lions, only their third loss of the year. They sit at 10-3 overall. The Vikings have never lost 2 games in a row under head coach Kevin O'Connell, who talked to media this afternoon about how his team avoids these losing streaks.
I think the important thing is continuing to attack each week with the emphasis on doing what it's going to take to win this week, and that may involve a lot of corrections and things from previous weeks or previous game, but ultimately that's what we try to do, is just be consistent in that, making sure we're responsible for the things that we can control, as a football team and as a coaching staff.
The Vikings now welcome in the Indianapolis Colts, who have had quite a different year than many expected in the preseason. No offense, Stacy. They are 4-8-1 overall. The Vikings are undefeated against AFC teams this season, and they've only lost once so far at home. So big weekend of football in December.
They had that loss last weekend. So can't let it become a trend.
Right, exactly.
Just turn it around.
They've avoided the skids so far, so we'll see if they can keep it up this weekend. We'll see.
Thanks, Devin.
Our weather forecasts are definitely on a skid.